around the country. He's gone to Tamaulipas, to Guadalajara, of course to Delfino
Yeah.
as well. So this is his first chance at a national tournament for a while. Well, not even a national, a super regional, a super major actually. So
Yeah, super major.
this is an exciting
National
chance.
major. And we are going to the old and well-known Pokemon Stadium 2 for this first match, Sonix against Rox. Going with the Sheik, and now we have Rox just adding the first damage of this match.
Of course, Rox using Sheik. Sheik, a very fast character that can do a lot of very exciting combos, but unfortunately for Sheik, those combos a lot of times don't really mean that they deal a lot of damage. So he's got a lot of work to do. Some people say that Sheik players have to do twice the work to make it work, but basically against Sonic, you have to be on your A game at this point, because we know for a fact Sonic's a very strong player, one of the best players in the world, actually winning his own major for the first time
Yeah.
just a month ago. So he's got a lot to prove today.
Yes, and we have seen that Sonix as well grinds a lot in the coin box tournaments and winning many lately. I think he won the first place in the last 2 weeks.
There you go. So he's been grinding for this tournament for sure. Because
Yeah.
of course, online and offline, some people say that it's very different. But at the end of the day, you get a lot of
The practice is there.
yeah, the practice. You still get it, even if you're not in person. But now putting Rox in an uncomfortable situation, putting on the pressure, maybe putting up a wall of attacks there, not being able to
Oh.
land that, but it's gonna be Rox punishing with the forward smash there, which is unfortunately not enough to find the stock, but keeps the pressure coming with those needles.
Yes, exactly, and it's going to work perfectly for Rox. We can hear the crowd cheering because we have a Mexican in the house as well. And now Sonic's going for the option to get the grab as soon as possible.
It's gonna be Sonix putting in the pressure, trying to read a high recovery from Rox with that forward that does not land it just yet, and it's gonna be Rox finding just a little bit of damage right there with that drag down up air, but not enough to do anything significant just yet. Putting on a lot of pressure there from Sonix again on the ledge, not landing any single attack just yet, but that Oppie doing a good job at conditioning Rox and finding that backer from so far away from that ledge. It's gonna be enough to take the first stock off of Rox.
Yes, he almost stayed here. I saw the intention with the DI,
Yeah.
but it was just not enough. The percentage was too high. And we can see Rox getting comfortable in the center of the stage. Meanwhile, Sonic's just going for some crazy options. And we know that he also can recover easily sometimes with Sonic. So it's just interesting to see how this is developing.
Yeah, Sonic definitely an interesting character because he can be played on a variety of playstyles. But we see Sonic's being a pretty aggressive Sonic, I would say. In my opinion, we see him here going all around the stage trying to land one of
He's just playing with his food. It is just like crazy. You don't
Call
even
it that?
know what to do.
and we see here Rox finally landing a single attack, but cannot extend it any longer. That platform not giving him the chance to extend it, but once again finding those stills, only 42% on the side of Sonix, while Rox not really getting hit a lot just yet. But right as I say that, he gets hit by that little string of aerial attacks, but using that jab as escape option because he comes out so quickly.
We know that it's a super good option sometimes to get these jabs, and still the percentages are almost even. Rox escaping pretty good from these options and going back to the stage perfectly. We know that he is always centered in the middle of the stage. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, honestly, Sonix has been doing a good job at moving all around Rox on this stage, but now Rox putting once again Sonix in an uncomfortable situation off stage, has the needles ready to maybe look for a setup. He's going to use the jab once again to keep him off stage. He's going to go for the bouncing fish off stage. Not enough to take the stock, cannot connect the hit from that bouncing fish, but Sonic has to be careful from those options.
Exactly. This is first time having this match here. The set is just beginning, but we are having Rox going to secure his place in the stage. He's waiting patiently, but now we have Sonix just chasing him around.
Actually, going that high with that upper is not an option that we have seen that often today with Sonix, but he actually looked for that. If he's going to connect with that neutral, be fishing for Rox off stage, cannot connect anything just yet, but he still has stage control. But Rox doing a good work at coming back onto the stage, and now it's back to neutral.
Yes, exactly. Back to neutral. And now we are having another advantage for Rox right now.
Yeah, we see Sonix chilling a little bit, trying to cool the situation a little bit, not having Rox take that momentum, but Rox, of course, coming coast to coast, cannot confirm, but gets the platform to extend the combo. He's gonna go all the way, uses the ghost grab to the ledge, but Sonix using that neutral to keep a little bit of calm there against Rox, but he's still going on the aggressive.
Yes, there. It's an interesting and super aggressive match. This might take the stock, but
Tech.
not. Rox is going to stay on the stage now.
How do you even know that you can tech that close to the ledge? That's an amazing awareness from Rox.
Yes.
It's actually not, I mean, Sonix is trying to go in the aggressive as well, playing from a little bit of a distance too, but Rox not really scared to go in and look for the damage, even with 165% on his side.
Yes, he knows that he has the advantage right now, and he's playing it safe as well. We have seen many shields that are working perfectly. They're not staying to risk a lot of time with the shield as well. But now Sonix is having high percentage at this point.
Yeah, and not being able to find anything just yet to take the stock off of Rox, that dash attack is not going to be enough. And unfortunately here for Sonix, he doesn't have that many options right here. He's going to go for a read because at 186%, there's not really any confirm, any string, any combo that you can get to confirm that you're going to get the stock. But it's going to be Rox actually who's got a good spot right now because he's still got some good percentage on Sonix where you can find a confirm near the ledge to take the first game off of Sonix, but there we go. The forwarder that close to the ledge is going to be enough to take the second stock off of Rox, so this is coming to a last stock situation.
Last stock situation in this matchup right now.
Look at the time though.
Oh my god, no way!
There is a chance that we can have this game
It's in a minute.
go to timeout. I hadn't even noticed, but
Me neither.
they've been
It
going
went
at
so fast.
so long. So it's gonna come down maybe either to time or just to a confirm because Rox is gonna be careful because
Yes.
we know that Sonix does not mind playing to timeout. We've seen him doing countless times and he's starting to deal that damage and we know that Sonic does much more damage, but he's gonna SD, maybe trying for a read or something. But Rox is gonna be so grateful for that. I'm honestly not sure if he was looking for a read or that was a misinput, but that was so out of the blue.
I feel like it was a misinput. I'm not really sure because it happened so fast. But well, we have Rox on the advantage right now.
Well, now we know for a fact that we have to keep an eye on that clock because I completely forgot that that was the thing, and
Yeah,
it's not an option out of this book because Rox, of course, not one of the players to play with the time because, I mean, Sheik is a very fast character, but Sonic is a character with a lot of mobility that he does not mind doing some damage and trying to wait things out, getting
escape, kind of,
absolutely.
from the situations that are happening. But yes, we're going for the second round of the set, and we're back at VGBootCamp Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they both like this stage, and we see Sonix with the character, with the color change, actually coming here with the Dark Sonic against Rox, keeping everything the same. It's gonna be Rox finding the very first opening of the match, but barely dealing any damage with that forward, and Sonic also getting some damage there. The needles do not connect. Sonic's doing a good job with the movement there, canceling his movement with that downer, but so far they're keeping their distance.
Yes, they're keeping the distance. They're just getting ready to know when to start. And we are seeing just Sonix trying to approach Rox, but Rox as well, waiting patiently with the shield as well, not going really into the platforms because he knows it's a dangerous situation, or it could be. But well, the percentages are still low.
It's insane to me because we've gone for a full minute at this point almost, and none of them have even gone, not even combined percentage has gone more than 20%. So I think we have to buckle up because this might be a little bit of a long set, but finally Rox trying to capitalize on a little bit of a mistake from Sonix doing an air dodge off stage, being vulnerable, but so far, not any important strings, but right as I say that, it's Sonic finding some good damage from those up airs.
My hands are sweating right now. This is so crazy. Well, we're having Rox trying to do something there in the center of the stage. Now he's in the platform, going back to the center, and Sonic's just adding more damage, but the stocks is not being confirmed yet.
Yeah, a minute and a half, no stocks are gone yet, and it's gonna be Rox finding a little bit of a two-hit string there with the tilt, not doing any significant damage just yet, and now Sonix has Rox on a dangerous situation because 150%, a single mistake or a good read from Sonix is gonna be enough to take that first stock off of Rox.
Yes, exactly. And Sonix know that he has the advantages at this point, but Rox need to also get some percentage in his favors because something like the last situation could happen again.
Yeah, I mean, Sonix does not mind at all waiting it out on this game, while Rox, well, he's the one that's forced right now to do some damage. Finds here the bouncing fish, putting Sonix on an off-day situation and trying to get a two-frame spike there with the downer near the ledge. Rox cannot connect just yet, but the pressure now evening things out a little bit with the percentage.
Yes, exactly. More percentage has been added, and both are just waiting for the other one to approach. They know that they are both super strong players, and I mean, it showed in the last match.
There we go. Yeah, we have a completely different change from Sonix. 'Cause we saw in the first game, at least for the first stock, he was being quite aggressive because it was a much faster game than this one. But this time, he does not mind being the guy that waits around for his opponent to make the mistake. But it's going to be Rox actually catching him with that up air. Also, Sonix with the backer, not enough to take the stock. Good recovery onto the left there from Rox with that up B. Gets the neutral there, no follow-up there just yet. While Sonix waiting for a little bit of a chance. We're going to see important Rox opting for a dash attack, an interesting choice because I don't think there would have been a way in which that would have connected, but the percentage finally for both of them on the red numbers over 100% after already 3 minutes gone from the time.
3 minutes gone from the time, and we have 3 stocks for each player at this point.
I'm going to call it out at this point. We're going to a timeout.
Yeah, probably. I feel like we will. But well, I mean, I don't know what the tactic will be for this to happen. We are watching Rox to have an intention to approach, but just Sonix is making it difficult and just confirming, waiting for the perfect moment to do these things that he knows that happen to be successful for his score. And now Rox is, of course, not staying behind offense.
Not at all. Sonix found the backer there successfully, but it's going to be Rox who responds very, very quickly with that up air on the platform like we saw in the very first game to take the first stock. But now it's going to be coming back to a lot of speed again because it's a situation where both of them are on low percentage, which means that they can get a lot of damage done out of one string.
Yes, exactly. We are having Sonix with the advantage of the percentage at this point. Rox just having a 70%, but still trying to find the way to enter because he doesn't need to risk something. Almost 1 minute and a half on the time, so it's a dangerous position for both.
Yeah, time is running out, so Rox needs to do something special right now if he wants to take the stock off of Sonix, because at this point he can really rely on damage, because as I said right when we started the set, Sheik is one of those characters that does a lot of hits, but barely any damage, and we can see it right here with this little two-string combo, barely doing more than 10%.
Yeah.
So Sonix, out of that single first interaction on the second stock, got all the way to 70, while Rox to be going with hits every little now and then to try to make up for that damage, but finds a good dash attack, opening the door for maybe more possibility to do damage.
Yes, exactly. Well, now we're going back to Sonix, just waiting for him, and Rox just adding more damage as well. The percentage is just even. The positions are a little bit complicated for both of them. Nice options from Rox taken there. So let's watch out.
Yeah, at this point, Rox knows that Sonic's going for the game plan of going to timeout, but he's gonna start going for a lot of risky options. That's why we saw him throw that forward smash. But be careful here, because Sonic's not gonna be able to go back, and it's now Rox who's in control of what could be the pace of this match. So he's gonna be very careful now, because Rox can go on the aggressive, can try to deal the damage, and Sonix now is forced to go in and do damage himself.
Yes, exactly. Sonix has to do something really, really quickly, because otherwise he will lose another match, and he is going for the options that he needed from some time ago, waiting perfectly, Rox with the shields, and just making it stay in his favor.
He's gonna be careful because any single hit that Rox gets here is gonna be pure gold, not only for the damage, but particularly for the time. It's gonna be Sonix finding the tilt, but it's not gonna be enough to take this stock. It's just going in deep for that forwarder and the backer. None of them land the trade here to give Rox a chance to come back into the stage, and it's now him that's got control of the stage for a little bit, but to get back to neutral, Sonix might start to get a little bit desperate because it's very quickly that his plan backfired there.
He needs to do something as soon as he can, and he knows it. And Rox is playing the game that Sonix wanted him to play. So it's working perfectly for him, and that's the thing that we are watching from the beginning of the match.
30 seconds on the clock, and Rox getting a lot more damage, which is absolute gold. We see the crowd is going very excited right now because they know for a fact that 20 seconds might not be enough for Sonix to take the damage and bring it back to Rox, and he's gonna be another teammate.
I think it was yeah.
Oh, it's unfortunate because it's been twice, but I don't even know if this time it was actually Sonic's choice, knowing that maybe it's gonna be impossible for him to come back. So just save those 20 seconds and head to game 3.
Yes, it seemed like it was intentionally, and well, Rox is just trying to get a breath because it's looking like a tough matchup, even though that he has the lead by this moment.
You see the deep breathing from Rox because he knows that was a very tense game. He was pretty much coming from behind percentage-wise for, I'm going to say, most of the game actually, like 80% of the game. And he capitalized on that single mistake from Sonix, finding the second stock, and him being in control at the end just changes things completely. So now, Game 3, we're going to see Sonix wants to go for the same game plan, or if he's going to go on the aggressive this time.
Yes, exactly. Let's see the adaptation game that they both can have. And, well, this should be a win for Sonix if he wants to stay on the winner's side with the probability it's still. But Rox is having the lead so far, and just adding more percentage for Sonix at this point.
Exactly, and now that I think about it, this would be a pretty big upset when we talk about seed. It's Sonix, the number 4 seed. Of course, we know for a fact he's won tournaments, a lot of tournaments for a while, but Rox is seed number 20 coming here from out of state. So it's a lot of pressure here happening for both players, but more particularly Sonix, because he knows for a fact he's 2 games down, so he's got quite a lot of work to do if he wants to bring the set back. But he's so far on the aggressive doing a good job, but it's going to be Rox finding that bouncing fish near the ledge. Not enough to take the stock, but keeps the pressure up on the ledge. Not being able to find the read, but it's going to be Sonix now turning things around.
Yeah, we're having a trade from Sonix and making things work in the stage, on the edge of the platform. And we have, again, Rox going back to the stage successfully, just having 3 stocks, both of them still in a safe situation. But we know that we don't want to see anything bad to happen. And the town, Sonix has finally woken up in this matchup.
He's now trying to play the mental game as well. He knows that he's ahead. He knows that he's got a good lead at these points, so he's feeling himself, trying to put in the pressure on Rox, who seems very happy, but he finds once again the string, finishing it up with the up smash, and now hanging out on the ledge while Sonix chilling things around on the platform.
Yes, exactly. I was just so astonished watching this. Now we're having Sonix going off stage. We know that these things sometimes work for him. The tools that he has off the stage are crazy, but now Rox is adding more and more damage. They say sometimes that Sheik is not like the strongest character, but he's making him look like so.
Sheik, actually Rox being considered the best player in the world using Sheik, I'm talking about statistics, is showing up at the tournament, showing why he deserves that title, but facing off against Sonix, he can't really afford any mistakes, only 37% at this moment, trying to land more attacks, but Sonix doing a good job avoiding all of these aerial attacks from Rox, not giving him a chance to start any significant strings just yet.
4 minutes in the score, and we have to see what happens. We're having Rox as well taking advantage of the jabs that he can do, and Sonix trying to go back to the stage, adding a little bit more of damage and almost confirming, but still not enough with that percentage.
Smart decision there by Rox, reversing the situation, trying to catch him quickly with that bouncing fish. Cannot do it just yet, while Sonix back at it again on the middle of the stage. He's gonna get hit by that dash attack from Rox, who's putting in the pressure again, bringing some distance back, because he's already got Sonix on an uncomfortable spot, because at this point another string like what we see from Rox, whether that's with off smash or up air, is gonna be enough to take the second stock off of Sonix. But Sonix very smart, using that throw near the ledge to take the second stop of Rox and get on the lead again.
Exactly, and the crowd is going crazy right now. We can hear the cheering, and Sonix is having the advantage at this point. He knows that he has to stay with the full advantage if he wants to do a comeback in this set, because there is no other probability it is otherwise.
Yeah, Rox finding that upper, but unfortunately for him, he's not high enough to take the stock off of Sonix just yet, who's in 128%, taking his distance once again. I honestly wouldn't think that he's very smart playing patiently, because there's still a lot of time on the clock compared to what we saw in the very first 2 games. But of course, Sonix knows that he doesn't need to go in and do the damage, but it's gonna be Rox almost finding that confirm once again, barely avoiding that, but finding the surprise back here, and now it's a last stock situation.
Again, and we have 0 against 0 on the percentages. We know that we saw a couple of almost timeouts before, and Rox is just adding more damage. Sonix needs to do something if he trusts in his power.
He's so quick at reacting and knowing what attack to throw to extend that combo for a while. But as we mentioned, 32 is not any damage at all. But he is going to shield. He's going to punish right. 59%. That's some good damage there from Rox to start this last stock. This could potentially be the last stock he needs to keep moving on winner's side and commit the opposite. But it's going to be Sonix dealing the damage. He's going to get the drag down. The jabs near the ledge. The pressure trying to face with that backer. Catch with the uppy. Not enough to take this stock, but it's going to be Sonix once again making the SD, the pop-up from Rox, making the upset, getting the 3-0 over Sonix and completing just an amazing game. But I don't know how to feel about those three SDs.
I know it was a little bit unexpected, but well, the things were just going in Rox's favor, so he must be feeling really relieved to be in this Smash Factor 9 in front of all the crowd cheering him.
All the crowd standing, they're happy for their boy. The region still represented on winner's side. Causing quite the upset and on quite a big set. And look at that, there's just so much hype. It's not only the mainstream,
they just opened the venue.
Exactly. We have been here for less than 2 hours. Yeah. But we've got Melee, we've got Smash on 2 streams. A lot of action happening, so that's why the venue is just popping off constantly.
Yes, and later we will have the female tournament that we will be also transmitting here. But I think it's almost time to say goodbye. Last but not least, I want to thank for the sponsorship from Total Play, the fastest internet and the coolest, because I have it.
Yeah, same. Honestly, same. That's why I trust them, and they've been doing an amazing job letting us stream this tournament without any technical issues. So shout out to Total Play.
Shout out to making us possible to do streaming and everything for everyone who's watching this.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess we will have to say goodbye from now. Thank you for supporting us and keep watching stream from Smash Factor 9. My name is Guchiha and
I'm Sheko, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed our commentary blog as much as we enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
So as Gucci mentioned, please stay here for a while. We're going to go into a little bit of a break just to switch casters. We've got Vixie and Fierce who are coming up next. They're going to keep